Ken PD SNYDECAST is brought to you by ThinkGeek.com. Stuff for smart masses.
Would you like a bomb pop? How about a nutty buddy and some lemonade? Bomb pop, nutty buddy lemonade, and a vanilla severed head. Severed head.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, and welcome to another Ken PD SNYDECAST. I am Ken Plume.
Holy shit, and I am Dana Snyder.
The Dana Snyder?
That's correct.
The Dana Snyder.
Correct.
Famed in song and story and
not
burlesque.
a dream, not a hologram.
Really? Can I touch you?
No.
Can other people touch you?
I've heard stories about where your hands have been.
What stories and from whom? I swear I treated her right.
Uh-huh. Not believing it.
Hi there.
That was a very peppy opening you had.
Was it?
Yes.
Am I shocking you?
Yes.
Is this
You are.
Is this complete surprise?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make up for the complete lack of energy you had in our 41st cast.
I'll put you on there as well.
Also,
Not just me.
what? No. Compared to how you were?
Now, just for the record, that's how you are on almost all of them.
Hey, but this is the second 40.
That's right. So I'm going to be like you now, which is quiet and miserable.
Yes, we've now reversed
With a
roles.
hair trigger temper.
Go for it. You know, you be what you want to be.
Well, I do not want to be you. I'll put it that way.
You know, that's hurtful.
I'll be back to me.
Very, very hurtful. But that is your want.
I can't help it. I'm just being honest.
Your
I'm
natural
like
inclination.
Those stupid girls are like, I just tell it like it is. I'm not a bitch. I just tell the truth. No, you are a bitch.
So you're
You don't need to tell
So
me.
you're saying you are a bitch
No,
because you just tell it like it is.
that's right. No, I don't really do that.
You tell it how you want it to be
Yeah. If only I did.
to match the little utopia in your mind.
That's right. Now you're talking about yourself there.
Danatopia,
The Plumetopia.
one of the failed fruit drinks.
The Plumetopia, which starts with the sentence, best known for his in-depth interviews.
Again, hurtful. You just can't help
It's
yourself.
just a phrase you always use. And of everything I know about you, that's like the least thing I know well about you.
What do you mean that's the least thing
You always say best known.
Well, again, it's not my fault you don't know that. Other people do.
But you think that's what you're best known for? You're best known for your editing. For being an editor
Ooh.
on IGN and Quick Stop Entertainment.
Wow.
The evil IGN.
Well,
and
it's
the
certainly not
spectacular
best known
Quick
for the
Stop
Ken
Entertainment.
PD SNYDECAST, I'll tell you that.
What's that?
It's certainly not best known for this.
It's worse known.
This is the thing that obliterates everything else.
That's right.
This is the anti-accomplishment.
That's right.
Well, it's good to know we're on the same page about that.
Yeah. You know who I worked with today?
Who did you work with today?
Diedrich Bader.
Really?
Yes.
From the Drew Carey Show and
Yes.
Office Space.
Who did he play on there? Oswald on.
He
That
was
his character.
on Drew Carey. Yes, he played
Yes.
Oswald. And in
I
Office
can't
Space,
remember what was
he
the
was
other
the
guy's
neighbor.
character's name on Drew Carey?
which character?
You know, like the other guy in the sort of threesome of them.
You mean the one played by Ryan Stiles?
Yes.
Oh, let's look it up.
That's the guy. Like Oswald, for some reason, I always remember. I can't ever remember that other guy's name. But in any event, he was a great guy.
Ryan Stiles? Lewis.
Oh, Lewis, right. Okay.
Lewis and Oswald.
Yeah. Diedrich Bader was a very, very...
And you know what his character's full name was?
Which one?
Diedrich Bader's.
No.
Oswald Lee Harvey.
Good Lord. You know what I always liked about that show?
That show?
Yes. I always liked about that show, it reminded me of the Jack Benny show.
Yes.
Because everybody had, like, basically everybody sort of unabashedly played a wide-open stereotype.
There was full tilt enthusiasm
Yes.
within every role.
Yes. And it worked, because they weren't trying to pretend it was like something... I don't even know what you'd call it. Not in an insulting way, but like... You know, they weren't trying to pretend it was like some highfalutin thing.
But it's also
They
one
were
of the
like,
few
this
shows...
is a story, and we're all fake, and we're playing characters.
But it's also one of the few shows that could effectively balance Home and Friends with Office.
Yeah.
And have those two locations be equal and successful. And
Well,
not
gee whiz, I'm
sacrifice.
thinking now, like, how many other sitcoms really took place in both?
Dick Van Dyke Show.
Very good.
To some extent, well, you could say the Mary Tyler Moore Show, since you obviously had Rhoda on the home front.
Yeah, but that was its own show then.
I mean, its own show. No, when Rhoda was still on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And you would have the...
I don't know, though. I mean, I think you'd be
Not
hard
that you
for-
remember
there's
the
a
Mary
large
Tyler
number
Moore
of
Show for the
episodes
home
you-
segments.
There's a large number of episodes, or a large portion of those episodes that are not in her home.
Right.
I mean, like Drew Carey, every single episode you're getting both locales.
Well, I came up with one. What about you?
Gee whiz, I'm trying to think. Dick Van Dyke, that's a very good one. It just tips the scales. How about
I think you had it in Car 54, Where Are You?
how about Andy Griffith?
Yeah, you had equal parts Home Life and In the Office with Barney.
What about let's see what it's not. It's not Alice.
It's what you're completely eliminating her awkward behemoth of a son.
What's his name? John? No.
He's someone's relative, isn't he?
He's Joe from Facts of Life. He's Joe's brother. Something McKeon. She was Nancy McKeon, and he was like
Danny McKeon,
John McKeon, or Joel McKeon.
Philip McKeon.
Okay.
Whatever happened to him?
I wonder. Because, I mean, even like almost by the time like Facts of Life was on, he was basically done. He must be like directing or something.
While the Batemans went on to such success, poor Philip McKeon left
Yeah.
behind in the sibling race. Not that Nancy's been doing much.
Yeah. All right.
So what have you been doing this week, Dana?
More of the same. This week I did some promos and packaging for Cartoon Network.
Promos and packaging.
Yes.
And now what? So basically just... You did some bumpers and such?
Yes. This was actually all for Chowder, that show that I do on Cartoon Network. But it's exciting to me because, you know, I never do that stuff.
You've done that with Master Shake.
No, they don't do that on Adult Swim. They don't have
You did live action bumpers for them, or interstitials.
live action bumpers.
You did interstitials for the movie where you went out and did that.
Yeah,
Man in
but
the Street-
that's not that wasn't even. Those were like commercials for the movie. That wasn't like.
Well, commercials implies that ad time was bought. Those were more like we filmed it and we're throwing them off during the block.
Well, but I mean, like in a strange way, it was sort of bought.
Okay, so what? You basically just did some character stuff for this?
Yeah, I mean, it was the character I play on Chowder, sort of like the commercial, the promo spot was sort of like it was really good. I didn't get to see the visual, but it was sort of like one of those fake, like owner is the star commercials about like, come on down to Gazpacho's for the freshest fruit in town. Grapples, 3 for $1. How do we do it? I don't know. Like all that kind of stuff.
You mean it's Carvel?
Exactly.
Hello.
That's exactly what I told
Cookie
him.
Puss. Best ice cream in town.
Hello,
Come on
this is
down.
Tom Carvel for Carvel ice cream. This is how we make the Carvel ice cream.
It's
Fresh.
fantastic.
The freshest ingredients. Why not get Dad the Thai cake?
For Father's Day, Thai cake.
Cookie Puss.
Cookie Puss.
Puts
Fudgy
a
the
smile
whale.
on a child's face every birthday.
Look
Why
at
not
them
buy
smile.
Dad a Thai cake?
That child. Look, he smiles.
Only the freshest ingredients.
After our recent labor dispute, come on down. Now without
ya,
picket lines.
I really do crave
Some
Carvel ice cream.
Carvel ice cream.
When I was little, back east, we used to get it, and I would get, like, once a week we'd go, and I'd get one vanilla soft serve with rainbow sprinkles.
Oh, I remember Carvel quite well.
Yeah. Then we moved to Las Vegas, and they didn't have them there. So I sort of missed it.
No, Carvel was
For-
the epitome of the East Coast chain.
Yeah. However, about, I'm going to say 5 to 10 years, probably 10 years after we moved there, one opened up by our house.
Was it the same?
It was.
Did they syndicate the ads for it?
No, they had no commercials ever.
They were just banking on what? People that had relocated
The
who knew
Carvel
Carvel?
name. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was.
All those refugees from the East Coast going, oh, Carvel,
Yeah.
Cookie Puss!
Yeah. And they had the cakes. I mean, all the stuff was, for
And
a while
let me
there,
say,
I
those
think they kind of
cakes-
still did. Remember, there was a time, it's still going, I guess, but Carvel sort of made the move to be a nationwide chain.
And failed.
Yes. And it was at the start of that when it opened.
Let me just say, those cakes, some of the worst designed cakes ever.
Oh, they're the worst design.
Those are the ugliest.
They are.
Those will
some of the
traumatize
best
children.
tasting. I do feel like Baskin Robbins sort of copied off the Carvel style, because Carvel always used those cookie crumble and stuff.
All the upside down cones, those weird,
Oh yeah,
weird
that
noses.
Cookie Puss thing is horrific. That looks like basically bringing
Carvel,
a
the
child
stuff
molester
of
into your
nightmares.
house is
Cookie Puss will haunt your
Cookie
dreams.
Puss. Yeah. I want to be best friends with your privates.
I want
Cookie
you
Puss, no.
to die.
Mm-hmm.
Eat me. Eat me.
I'll see you later after I kill your parents.
Fudgy, no.
No! Unless you eat me all. Every last bit.
Eat. Eat.
Save
eat.
my nose cone for last.
I'm Tom Carvel.
Yeah, they really looked like an old geezer designed that. He had just that one very adult.
In a drunken fit.
Yeah,
trying
an
to save the
adult
business.
mold for the thing, and he's like, some kid came in and was like, I need a birthday cake for my son. And he's like, all right, well, I guess I'll put
gotta make
ice
mortgage
cream cone
payments
for
this
a
month.
nose, maybe some goopy eyes, some balls of soft serve ice cream for eyeballs.
Gumdrops.
Okay, there you go.
Where's my gumdrops?
Say hello to Cookie Puss. Cookie Puss.
Now maybe my wife won't leave me.
God, it's just so disturbing. Yeah, you've been getting a little too much Cookie Puss. You know what I mean, Tom?
Yeah, he should have gone into the adult cake business.
I think that's where he started. He was in the adult soft serve ice cream cake business.
Yes, it was originally called Pussy Cook.
Yeah. Exactly. I almost feel like that's the foulest thing you've ever said on this thing.
I didn't even get to Spermy the Whale. I'm Tom Carvel.
Actually, Tom Carvel was by, which is why there was Fudgy the Whale.
That is wrong. You just topped me.
It's totally crazy.
That's what he said.
Oh, God, yeah. Ooh, you must have been with Fudgy.
Honey, I'm sorry. The cakes called to me at night. I said, I'm leaving you. Take the damn cakes.
Fine, but don't take my molds.
I love how he pretty much did all the voices himself, too.
Well, it's because he's horrific.
He's like the Walt Disney of ice cream cakes.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Welcome to my wonderland of cakes and ice cream. Perfect for any family occasion.
That's right. Fun for the whole family.
Come on
And
down.
by fun, I mean horrifying.
We got balloons for the kids.
Scare your kids. Scare your parents. Scare yourself. Get a cookie puss this birthday.
We got an ambulance on call at every Carvel location.
We have an ambulance on speed dial at every Carvel.
And let me tell you this. Fuck Baskin Robbins.
If I ever see one of those Baskins and Robbins, I don't mind Baskins, but that Robbins is a fucking cocksucker.
You come into
I will
my
slit his
establishment,
throat.
you ask me for a sampler spoon, fuck you. We don't do that at Carvel. All
I
the
will
ice
slit
cream
that
is
guy's
great.
Throat in a Philadelphia minute, which is a long minute.
You come in, you know what the hell you want. We ain't gonna give you no samples. What do you think, I'm made of ice cream?
What? You never tasted vanilla before?
What do you think
What?
this is?
You don't know what chocolate tastes like?
I ain't a friggin' library.
You don't need to taste this. You know what it is.
You wanna taste it? You wanna taste it, huh? Open up!
It tastes like
Tastes like fucking ice cream.
fair chocolate.
Ain't that
fair
right, Cookie
flavored
Puss?
vanilla.
Yeah, that's right, boss.
Get him, Cookie Puss. Fudgy,
Yes, boss.
teach these boys a lesson.
Will do, boss.
Spare no one.
The Carvel Cartel.
That's right. The Carvel.
I'm liking this more and more. You know,
I
there's...
just want to point out, this might be another staple show, along with our morbidly obese guy show.
I think we need to do some new YouTube bits with new Carvel ads.
But we should use the old commercials. We should use the visuals on the old Carvel and just do new voiceovers.
Here's our new Chocazelle.
Yeah.
It's a chocolate gazelle. Isn't that great? My grandkid.
Somehow I feel like Tom Carvel was definitely a guy, by the way, who used the word colored rather than black or
Rather than chocolate?
African-American. No. Like one of those guys, and would not, or Oriental,
You-
and would not understand
You
why.
want some of my colored ice cream?
Well, he was a real nice colored fella. Really? What color was he? Blue? Purple? What are you talking about? You know, he was colored. Yeah, what color? Green? What are we talking about here, Tom? Yeah, you goddamn hippies.
I'll break your kneecaps. Get out of my
Get it.
store.
All right. Never mind. Let's go to that Oriental guy down in the corner.
Hold on. I got my nag right here. I got to record a commercial.
God. Yeah.
Everybody, hello. It's Arbor Day at Carvel.
Hello. Abba Day introducing Branchy the Tree Cake.
Look at them gumdrop eyes.
And look, is that a frosting John Denver I see?
Crooning just for you. Only at Carvel.
Only a Carvel with the freshest ice cream and the freshest ingredients. How fresh is sugar? Is your sugar that fresh, Tom?
It depends when he went to go pick it up off the docks.
I will say I did love it.
Of course you did.
I did.
I did too. Baskin Robbins can't compare to Carvel.
No.
In its
I like
heyday.
the excitement of Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, but Baskin Robbins was so corporate.
Yeah. You know, there was... I don't know if you know this. If you've heard of this stuff. There were 2 ice cream flavors I never heard of before that they used to serve at a place that I went to when I worked in Michigan. One of them was called Blue Moon. Blue Moon flavored ice cream. You ever heard of this?
No. So like a minty stuff or what?
No, it was not minty. It was like... I never had it, but it was unnaturally colored like
they just dump blue dye in?
Like Otter Pop blue. And I think it maybe tasted slightly like... I can't remember. It was
tasted
super
like
sweet.
cancer.
Yeah. Can you make a flavor out of cancer? Yes.
Here, would you like 1 scoop or 2?
It tastes like cancer and wasp nests.
Do you like it in a cake?
But it was like... This was a place that was all like hand scoop. They had that one. It looked as unnatural as Tutti Frutti. But it was blue instead of pink.
And for the adults, they got butterscotch tipple.
Yeah. For Grandma, peach. Real peaches.
Make sure she doesn't drive, kids.
No one has bought this. The other one they had was one called Superman. Superman ice cream. These were both big sellers, I want to point out, at a chain in western Michigan called Kilwins.
Back when they used to make ice cream with pure cocaine.
Well, and it was like one of those places. They were like a candy place. They also had they had all these different homemade ice creams they made, but they also had they made fudge and like chocolates and all that shit. They were basically like a more real version of Baskin Robbins.
So they were mom and
except
pop
they
ice
also
cream
had
shop.
they were mom and pop, except they had a good number of stores.
So what? It was like sort of a sweet shop chain.
Yes, but it was like definitely. I'm guessing it was still like family owned, sort of like In-N-Out Burger, probably, except not that large, even not that many stores.
So it was like an old-fashioned soda fountain.
Yes, exactly. But they made all their own candy, so it was like C's candy plus ice cream and soda fountain stuff. Like they make like orangeades and all that shit.
And how long ago was this?
Oh, they're still there.
When was the last time you went?
What's that?
When was the last time you went?
Oh, God. Well, whenever I worked in Michigan last time, a couple of years ago. But during the summer, the big flavors that come out only in the summer, I think, are Blue Moon, and this other one is called Superman.
And what's that like?
That one is equally as unnaturally colored, but I think it's called Superman because the colors in it
Red,
are
yellow,
sort
and blue?
of imagine like the rainbow sherbet, the swirl style.
Right.
Clearly defined different colors, but it's the Superman colors. It's red, yellow, and blue.
So it's like a
Like
sherbet
call
color
it,
or a Neapolitan? I mean, is it ice cream or is it
No,
sherbet?
it was swirled. It's not sherbet. It's ice cream. But it's like swirled like...
So it's got sherbet color range, but ice cream.
No, not even sherbet. I mean, these are like literally the colors of the Superman.
Okay.
Like blood red, urine yellow, and I don't know what.
We use only real urine.
Nausea blue or something. Whatever. Not even sky blue. Whatever that Superman blue is. Like regal cobalt blue.
Carolina blue.
Mm-hmm. A blue that should not enter your mouth. I'll put it that way.
And yet you bought some, didn't you?
I tried a sample.
Of course you did.
You know what it tasted like?
Sick?
Well, yes. I don't like sweet stuff, so. It tasted vaguely of, like, bubble gum a little bit. It was just, like, that sweet. Like the kind of bubble gum you buy from a bubble gum machine.
Right.
That's just, like, sugar.
Yes, the old-fashioned brick gum.
Yeah, like, half sugar, half just gum. Like from a gum tree.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Superman? Or do you have to be Superman to finish it?
Well, I mean, I tried a little sample spoon.
And ran like hell from it.
But, yeah, even that was too much. And that's like
As your
what,
teeth
like,
rotted
the
out
size
and
of your
fell out.
thumbnail. Yeah, exactly. Like I got diabetes from just trying that sample.
Yeah, you feel like Superman, sir?
Yeah.
Help me! Help!
I feel weak. Oh yeah, it's Superman, but like when he's around kryptonite.
Yeah, it's normal human beings.
Oh God, you're horrible. Yeah, we never actually sell one of these. We're legally not allowed to sell you a whole scoop.
Now, which pocket do you keep your wallet in? We got another one! Fire up the thresher.
Yeah, it's very popular.
That's
So
horrible.
what's going on in the world of Plume?
Nothing. I can't get Tom Carvel out of my head now.
Right.
You know, he was supposedly murdered.
What?
Yeah, some big thing about his will, and
He was murdered?
that's the belief, yes.
So obviously the way you're saying it's not the truth.
No, well, he
So
passed
who
away.
the fuck believed this? Because
He-
I never even heard this.
He
so that
passed
means
away.
nobody heard it.
No, I don't know. I don't forget who was talking about Carvel like a year or so ago and did some research. Also known as Wikipedia. There's a big
Yeah, he
court
typed
case.
Tom Carvel in Google.
No, there was some big debate over the will and belief that he was going to clean house at the company. So someone had worked at the company for years, murdered him. And
Is this true or is this fake? I don't understand what you're telling me.
No. Well, it's
And on top of this, I'm not sure where you're getting this.
well, his
telling me.
body, I believe, was exhumed to look for
He's
foul
dead.
play.
Okay, let's establish the facts. Tom Carvel is dead.
Passed away. Under, according to, I believe, his daughter, shady circumstances.
Strange circumstances.
Shady.
So there are some people who believe
That he was murdered.
close to him that he was murdered.
Yes.
You're not saying like there's some people like
There's
like
some
there's some
crackpots.
people that Area 51 has about 1,000 spaceships parked in it.
There was a Baskin-Robbins employee on the grassy knoll.
Right, exactly. Right, exactly.
His brains were scooped out. Never found.
Castro killed Kennedy. You see the puffs of his cigar on there.
Who knew that a Tom Carvel story could be so fascinating?
Listen, Tom Carvel's a fascinating fucking guy. Because if that guy can make it, it gives you hope that anybody can. Judging just by voice.
Talk about the self-made millionaire.
Yeah, and he's like in the nicest business. Ice cream.
With the voice most unsuited for that business.
Yeah, exactly. Like, wow, you should be in like, ineffective cough drops or
A teamster.
yeah, some kind of trucking company or freight haul or perhaps something that involves
Check out our
shipping
new
dock.
flavors.
Shipping dock or pedophilia somehow even perhaps, but not ice cream.
The dog days of summer getting you down?
Yeah.
Come on down to Tom
Carvel. This is how we make the Carvel ice cream fresh. I insist on doing my own commercials because no one can sound as good.
We auditioned dozens of people.
I auditioned over 4 different voiceover artists. None of them were up to my exacting standards, and so now I do it myself.
I do it for you, the people.
They just didn't sound fresh and clean enough.
Look, isn't this ice cream beautiful? I love and it was pure voiceover. With just the ugliest shots
Yeah.
of the ice cream possible.
Yeah, like
And it was
basically
all
just
that-
looked like
that
a fat lady's thighs, like
That motion graphics and sparkles
Yeah.
and like someone was having a field day going, how
This
can
is
we
how
make
we
this
make-
visually
and
interesting?
it's like he's like seducing us. This is how we make the Carvel ice cream. Fresh every day. Except it wasn't even that seducing. It was like, this is how we make the Carvel ice cream. Fresh. We use only the freshest ingredients.
Fresh, I tell you, goddammit,
They said,
fresh.
Tom, okay, we're going to do this, but you have to record this while you're in a free fall. We'll stop the elevator. We will put on the emergency brake as soon as you finish the last line of the copy. Okay, how about... This is how we make the Carvel ice cream fresh. Don't worry, we'll cut it up.
Literally, like he got 30 seconds of studio time.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
one-
that's
you
what
got
it
one
was.
take, Tom.
I'm sure it's from pure cheapskatedness. On his part.
It was also recorded on probably, like, cut pieces of tape.
Yeah,
all,
record. Why do I need to hire a studio?
all the scraps.
My son bought one of those audio tape recorders.
Denagra. He
He's
bought it
got
at the
reel to
pawn
reel.
shop.
I'll just do it in his living room and send it in. You guys can make it work. All right, Mr. Carvel.
Go down to the
you
store,
can.
film some shit.
Come on, go Team Carvel.
Look, we got shirts. You got to pay for that.
Those shirts aren't free, boys. You're borrowing them right now.
And I told you, stop fucking the waitress.
You fuck the waitress, I fuck your face. Just remember that.
She's my
Very
fucking
special,
godniece.
I
Don't
swear
touch
to God.
her.
I swear to God, I hear you. You harm one hair on her head, I will slit your throat.
And if I catch you taking
slit
another
your
fucking
throat.
sample on the fucking clock without paying for it, I'll kill you. I will break your fucking kneecaps.
No one needs a sample of Carvel ice cream. They know what it is. They want to know how it. They want to know how it tastes. You tell them, how do your dreams taste? That's how you tell them.
They
And then you
taste
say,
like
well, that-
Carvel.
You want small, medium, or large? They all want large.
And I tell you, push the fucking sprinkles.
Yeah, get rid of those sprinkles. I bought a boatload of those from China.
Those are war sprinkles.
Put as many as you can on there as possible. Literally, I had scientists figure it out. If you put 4 pounds of sprinkles on every cone ordered, my supply will not run out until 2097.
I'll tell you this, before you start work every day, you open up those fucking containers, you check for rats. There will be no rats in Carvel sprinkles.
Word
Again.
to the wise. The rats will check for you. Just make sure when you're putting them sprinkles on, if you see a couple extra big sprinkles that are like chocolate colored,
Poke them.
there ain't no chocolate colored sprinkles in the Carvel
It's
sprinkles.
rainbow, and there ain't no shit in the rainbow.
Those are rat turds. Okay, I'm gonna be very frank. That is actually rat feces. Just lightly brush it out of there. Use the slotted spoon. They're too large to fall through. Every morning when you go in, this is how you open up the Carvel ice cream store. Go to the sprinkle bin. Take your slotted spoon. Slot through all the sprinkles. Separate the rat turds from the sprinkles. Very important.
Turn the warmer on the chocolate syrup. That vat should last you a month. You gotta break the skin first,
No
then you
one
stir
likes
it.
cold chocolate fudge. Would you serve this to your mother? Treat every customer as if it's your ex-wife.
Speaking of which, when my ex-wife shows up, hide the books.
That's right. That's only because I don't expect you all to know who my horrible ex-wife is.
That's why there's pictures under the counter. Check them every morning. There
But
might be a
when
new one.
When that cunt walks in there, I want you to show her no mercy. And so, the only way I realize I can get back at her is that you must treat every customer like my horrible ex-wife.
Then I expect you to spit twice in her fucking cone.
Right. Oh, cone. I'm sorry. Wow. This has actually just been a glowing recommendation of Carvel.
I hope people, I can go right to the grocery store right now and buy a Carvel ice cream cake
Yeah, how the hell did that ever happen?
because they were bought out by a larger corporation that essentially just slapped the Carvel name and
That just raped the name right out of Tom
Yeah.
Carvel, basically, right?
made them look all professional,
Yeah.
like a Dairy Queen cake.
I like it, though. I like that they do that.
But you can't buy Cookie Puss from the store
You know what I like about... Yeah, no. What I like about Carvel is
because
it's
no
great.
one would buy it.
People would be like, "Excuse me, sir. Manager. Supermarket manager.
With a-
Excuse me, I think so.
You
I
forgot
think
you forgot the kid bawling in the background.
I think there's a box of frozen genitals in your frozen food section." No, ma'am. Would it be aisle 5? Yes. About halfway down? Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's just a Carvel Cookie Puss cake.
That's just Cookie Puss, ma'am.
A what?
You tell my daughter it's just Cookie Puss.
You tell my daughter that's just Cookie Puss. That someone's supposed to eat that. That was designed for eating.
How dare you, sir? In this community.
We are an upstanding community.
Have you no shame?
I am never entering this store again.
Speaking of which, do you have Fudgy the Whale?
Yeah. I'd like something delightfully nautical for my young son. He likes fishing and whaling. Perhaps you have a cake that's more appropriately themed.
That when you look at it, looks like neither.
Yes. I like a nautically themed cake that looks like neither an element of the sea or something that one would ride on the sea in. Neither a creature nor a vessel.
Basically something that looks like somebody threw a bunch of ice cream in a box.
And coated in some bizarre, unnaturally blue, gelatinous gel.
You know, the kind that'll send you into a diabetic shock.
You know, something that just says, happy birthday.
Well, ma'am, we have something right here on aisle 5.
Oh, my God.
Shield your daughter's eyes.
Excuse me. Isn't that the same mold from the Father's Day tie cake?
Well, no, see, we turn it counterclockwise about 180 degrees.
Yeah, it's not technically the same. Technically, it's the same mold. But it's not used in the same way because it's turned from about 12 o'clock to like 9 o'clock.
Speaking of which, have you seen Cookie Bunny for Easter?
Ugh. You should be fired.
Oh.
Have you no shame?
Oh, man, see, this one's upside down. It looks nothing like the other one.
Oh, my God. It's gone from looking like male genitalia to horrible female genitalia.
I know, like magic.
Ain't it just?
You know, perfect for a kid's party or stag party.
All right, no more Tom Carvel. This is much more. Wow, we literally spent at least 30 minutes talking about Tom Carvel. Too bad he's dead.
It is too bad he's. You know what? But he'll never be dead in our hearts.
That's true.
As long as there's one person who remembers the name Cookie Puss.
That's right. So my friend Brian and I always say about Bozo Snyder.
Now you want a Cookie Puss, don't you?
No, I don't want a Cookie Puss, but I do want a Carvel cake.
I encourage everyone to YouTube Tom Carvel. Or just Carvel and see those classic commercials.
Is there stuff on there?
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, hell yeah. You do that every night right before you go to bed, don't you?
What,
I'm just going to watch some Carvel commercials.
He's a master storyteller.
Master storyteller and master pitchman.
Yes. He's the American dream personified.
He's the American dream. God almighty. Him and Richard Simmons.
I am a man completely unsuited for dealing with the
personified.
public, but I'm going to sell you my fucking cakes. And you will come, goddammit. And you will miss me when I'm gone.
Wow, Carvel ice cream commercial, 1984.
Yeah, you see it?
Jesus.
Look at the ice cream.
Hold on. He just said... Okay, I'm watching. Okay, there's a great one on YouTube. Everyone should
They're
watch
all
this.
great, Dana.
It's called Carvel Ice Cream Commercial 1984. Okay. Kewpie the chocolate nut for Valentine's Day. Now, when you watch this, there's a sign up that says serve 6 to 8. However, what I want to point out, it's so very clear. So incredibly clear.
Buy one for your sweetie.
That this is nothing but the Fudgy the Whale mold.
No, it's not. It's completely different. They turn it.
It's Fudgy the Whale if he was standing on his tail. The angel has her legs spread, which are in the two tail parts, or Cupid has his legs spread, the two tail parts of Fudgy the Whale. And it's clearly just like they filled it in with the outline of an angel, and he's holding a heart in what would be the top of Fudgy's head that says love. And it serves 6 to 8.
Oh, don't forget, St. Patrick's Day had Cookie Opus.
Oh, yeah, right. Cookie Opus.
And for Valentine's, you could also get Cupie Puss.
Custom. Handmade.
You can have your own
Wet.
puss. You want a Dana Puss? We can make it.
Yeah, see, here's a Fudgy the Whale, except I think that's like homemade Fudgy the Whale. Because that ain't the same damn mold, and I know that mold. Wow. Just going to 1986, they stepped forward about 40 million light years compared to the 1984 commercial.
Here it is. Here it is. Although the cake depicts the shape of a whale and was originally decorated as such, it was adapted for holiday uses by rotating it 90 degrees counterclockwise so that the whale's body, now upright, can represent a face. The whale's tail would then represent whatever character traditionally had on its head. The Easter Bunny's ears, a leprechaun's hat, or Santa Claus's tassel. Fudgy the Whale was often promoted around Father's Day using the slogan, "For a whale of a dad."
Like, here's what I wonder. How hard is it to make other molds?
Obviously far too much
I just want to say, this is slightly why perhaps we should have just very briefly, we only have 5 different that we should bring back the pictures to the podcast. We did get an email about it, about where did our pictures go.
No, we'll put a picture up on the site, but
in times like this would be highly entertaining. I'm looking at Cookie Puss right now, and I'm realizing now that the cookies, the cookie part of Cookie Puss, are actually just, I never realized it before for whatever reason. Probably because the last time I saw that hideous,
it really is atrocious looking,
genitalific face, I was 5 and did not quite understand anything.
It's his penis and balls.
Well, no, I understood that. But his eyeballs are just black and white cookies.
Yeah. Looking into your soul, wide open.
Yeah. It's like they're looking to the side, yet they're looking right into you.
How many kids were traumatized?
I guess we should say, for people who don't know what black and whites are, which is probably lots of people, I guess.
Our foreign audience.
That's right. Or people who don't
don't have delis
directly around New York don't know
or
what
neighborhood
black and
bakeries
whites are either. They're all, I don't know what the story is behind them, why they're always, but they're just like these big cookies, and half of it is the icing on top, half of it is chocolate, dark brown chocolate, and the other half is white.
Vanilla.
So they call them black and whites. Except they all just kind of taste like sugar, kind of.
Guess it all is.
Yeah, it's like icing, but it's like a big, it's like a cookie the size of a CD.
And it's that rock hard icing.
Yeah.
It forms a permanent glaze.
They're kind of the really good ones are sort of softer than a regular cookie. I mean, they're sort of almost like cake, almost cake-like.
Almost half a moon pie.
Yeah, right. Well, I've never had those, but I think
you never had a moon pie before?
No, I've never actually had a black and white either because they disgust me. All sweet stuff.
You got to try a moon pie at least once.
1982 Cookie Opus ice cream commercial.
Top of the morning to you. Try Cookie Opus.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, our Irish friends would delight in this. The horrible stereotyping of Cookie Opus.
My friend, Cookie Opus.
That's right. Cookie Opus is dedicated to Aaron and Brian in Dublin.
Oh my God. Oh, and I take credit cards too. I'm Cookie Opus. Feel free to call and order me up.
I take
Visa,
I take Master Charge and Diners Club. I also take your Chevron card.
Mm-hmm.
And a new Carvel card.
I'll take anything. Bus passes, transfers,
ticket stubs from local movies.
Wow. Movie stubs, old popcorn tubs.
A locky of grandmother's hair.
Wow, here's what everybody needs to find. Apparently, at some point in America, there was released, available for purchase, Cookie Puss dolls. Wrap your fucking mind around that.
I believe someone's going to eBay right now.
Believe it. Almost as much to see who would have one of these.
If you would like to make a special gift to the SNYDECAST.
Yeah. If we can get one, that will be a superb prize we'll be giving away for one of our very interesting contests. How many? Tell them about recap on the contest.
I have no clue.
Logo.
You recap. I'm looking up the eBay. You do it.
No, I'm doing that. You already said I think somebody's looking up. Unless you're talking about yourself, you goon.
No, well, I'm looking it up right now myself.
I am. Yes.
I am too.
That's my job, for God's sake.
You have a...
Just do it.
There's a Cookie Puss magnet. That is... You know what? I didn't think you could get worse than the cake representation, but the artistic representation of what Cookie Puss would look like is even worse.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of the worst designed things ever. Some kind of creature of nightmare.
Oh, yeah, beyond.
Wouldn't it be great if someone was actually selling a Cookie Puss mold?
No, that'd be the least exciting thing.
Oh, that's right. The Beastie Boys did do a Cookie Puss song. Or song.
Oh, that's right.
Song.
What do you mean that's right?
Oh, oh no, they have a 1980s Carvel ice cream cookie chick plush.
Cookie O Puss. Wow.
Well, there's one of the plushes.
God.
What the hell was Cookie? Was that Easter? Well, that would have been the friggin' rabbit.
Hopping over.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you remember, Cookie Chick was friends with Fudgy the Whale and Cookie Puss.
Of course she was. Even though she was made out of the materials combining both of those two wonderful friends.
My God, and it's still in its original plastic bag.
How am I not?
How
are you spelling Cookie Puss?
2 words. Cookie space Puss.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of this.
This is fantastic. You know what they have? Listen, this is the tag on it. With the Carvel logo. In quotes, "I'm from Carvel, made in Korea, exclusively for Carvel Corp." They had to put that in quotes? Yeah, hi, I'm from Carvel.
Yeah.
But I'm made in Korea.
Listen, Tom Carvel was a patriot. Don't ever think differently of him. So tell him about these goddamn contests already.
I don't remember them anymore. What are they?
Oh, God. You don't remember what the logo contest is?
No, not a single memory.
You turd ball.
Oh, yummy mummy.
What? I thought you couldn't be online, by the way.
Now I fixed that.
Oh, great.
I told you. What in the hell was I reading emails and looking stuff up in the past?
No, well, emails you can have. I don't know if you know this, but you can have emails on your computer.
That's been. Well, listen, the internet thing's been fixed for a while.
Good.
Just didn't feel the need to tell you.
Yeah, we're not going to waste all of our time. All 18 of us.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
Move on.
Yeah, move on. Tell them what the contest is.
You tell them what I've thrown it back to you.
Logo contest. You're not in a place to throw it back. You're being put on the spot and expected to perform. So perform, monkey.
Count Chocula.
God. Now you're not even... This is stuff that's... I wouldn't even talked about.
Who eats marshmallow fluff?
Tom Colicchio.
That is horrible.
All right, this is not good podcast.
This has not been good podcast
Listening
for
to
42 casts.
Well, that's true.
You can't decide to call it now.
For half of those. I'm going to rename this Turd Ball Surf the Internet. And it's just listening to you surf things.
I'm sorry. I'm blaming it on the ghost of Tom Carvel.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're not even looking anything about Tom Carvel.
Yes, I'm looking at more stuffed animals.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
okay,
fine.
By the way.
I will mention the logo contest. You mentioned the other contest.
Yeah, so mention the fucking logo contest. Oh, God. Yeah,
whatever.
Santa.
Okay, supposedly we're doing this whole logo contest. Shut up, I'm saying it.
Oh, God.
Logo contest, new iTunes logo, which will be judged at some point. Email them in to SNYDECAST@QuickStepEntertainment.com. Dimensions, 400 by 400, JPEG, GIF, whatever you want to send in. Just make sure it's square in that size. And they will be judged by a panel of us. You may win.
Specialists in the field.
Yes, whatever. Okay, next contest. You speak.
Oh my
now.
God! What a douchebag.
Go.
That was the most undersold.
Okay,
literally
fine.
Tom Carvel.
Fine. We've got a logo contest. Be sure to send your logos in. 400 by 400 JPEG,
I'm gonna
GIF,
feed
whatever.
you your first line.
It's for our official logo.
No, this is what you have to do. I'm going to feed you your first line. This is how you make the SNYDECAST logo.
This is how you make the SNYDECAST logo.
Fresh.
We use only the finest iTunes logo ingredients.
That's right. 400 by 400.
Make sure it's bright and colorful. For the kids.
For the kids. And for this Father's Day...
Logo Puss.
Logo Puss. God.
Be sure to send it in. SNYDECAST, QuickStopEntertainment.com.
Wow.
I'm Ken Plume for the Ken Plume and Dana Snyder podcast.
Ooh, the Ken Plume cast, you almost said. Wishful thinking. You're trying to nudge me out, you dirty bastard.
I don't have to nudge.
Yes,
I'll just pull a Tom Carvel on your ass.
You gotta shove.
You're gonna fucking...
Yeah, what's that? You're gonna pull a Tom Carvel and die?
You're gonna wind up in the fucking nuts, my friend.
You're gonna turn me upside down and tell everyone I'm someone else when I'm clearly still just me?
I'm gonna turn you sideways. Put ears on you.
It's Snidey Puss.
You know, for the kids.
It's Santa Claus. Actually, that's still just Snidey.
No,
look, he's upside down.
Move around the table a little bit. Come on, you gotta work with me.
Snidey doesn't have his feet where his head should be.
Listen, you come into fucking Carvel with no imagination, you can fucking walk out of Carvel.
I want to applaud you also, by the way. This has been your foulest podcast with the least amount of anger. I think all four of our quite possibly regular listeners.
I don't know, the Carvel thing might have won a couple back. We might be up to 6.
I don't know. I feel like that's the kind of crossover thing that's going to draw somebody else in and they're going to listen to 2 minutes.
Well, clearly they'll be East Coast listeners.
This sucks. Why would I listen to this? I love Tom Carvel, and these guys are assholes.
My grandfather was Tom Carvel. I'm sorry. My grandfather was Tom Carvel.
Hi, this is Jan Carvel of the Carvel Empire.
You're dead. You're dead.
I'm very proud to be Tom Carvel's daughter.
By the way, where can we send a cake?
I'd love to FedEx you fellas a nice little cake for talking so sweet about our company and my dad.
Wouldn't that be fantastic if we got, on dry ice? We each got cookie
nothing
puss?
would be better than that. That would be the most awesome thing ever.
I would love that.
Blessings from the Carvel family.
To our good friends, Ken Plume, Dana Snyder.
Yeah.
My cookie puss live forever.
That should be we should have our own cookie puss as our logo for our podcast.
No. We just keep, rotating the logo every couple of months?
Yeah, like a bizarre... Yeah, exactly. Just keep turning it 20,
No, it's a Christmas logo now.
Turning it 90 degrees and putting a different face on it that still fits.
It's just recolored.
Yeah.
Don't you say that's pistachio now?
Yeah, it's awesome. That'd be fantastic.
God, I really want Cookie Puss now.
Yeah, I want one of those cakes with those little crumbles in it.
Tony, hey, well, I can go down to the store right now and get one of those.
I'm trying to think. There's a store here that used to have them. Or not used to. They probably still, but I can't remember which one it was.
Sure,
Because they're not in all the grocery stores here. You know, they have like a deal with certain places.
You sure Ralph's doesn't have it?
I think maybe that's the one that does.
Or Gelson's?
Maybe both. I feel like it must be Ralph's because I remember seeing it all the time.
You're going to check the next time you go in, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sweetie, I got Cookie Puss.
Here's something. Did you know, like, in the old days, you remember those things they were selling for a while? Those, like, Breyers things that had... They were like the big log that you had to slice off pieces. They were sort of like...
It was like an ice cream Swiss roll.
Yes, they were like, or a bûche de Noël or whatever. They were sort of being like marketed as like this, a thing for fancy dinner parties.
Yes.
You pull this thing out and impress everybody.
Maybe dress it with a sprig of mint.
Yeah, right. Yes, exactly. And it had like those weird crunchies in the middle.
Yeah, they still have it.
What are those things called?
Fancy ass ice cream roll.
Yeah. Well, you know what else I found very interesting after I looked at that thing, which for a while ago, because I thought it was so interesting because the packaging is so different from how we get our ice cream today in the little, tubes and things. But, like, that's how all the ice cream was. It was cut off in slices.
Yeah.
That's so weird. And then it, morphed into, like, the bricks.
Because it was
now
easier
it's
to
all
package.
the round things that you scoop out yourself, which really makes no sense. I mean, you think back in the old days, all you needed to get somebody a serving of ice cream was a knife. Nobody needed an ice cream scooper. That's when you went to the malt shop for that shit.
Because they had the tubs that was mixed in fresh. They just dropped the tub in right out of the mixer.
Only the freshest ingredients. Head Plume.
Dana Snyder.
This is the ghost of Tom. No, this is the ghost of Tom Carvel.
Tom, is that you? Tom, were you killed?
I'm looking at a Thanksgiving turkey, but I'm actually seeing Cookie Puss.
No shit.
I'm also seeing what I'm pretty sure is a register. Wow, now this one is the best. Because they just showed the turkey. And now they just show you another one. It's like, but don't forget about me, Tom. And it's like a little chick. Like a chicken, like a baby chicken. Like that kind of chick.
That's Chicky Puss.
Literally the same exact mold in the same exact orientation. Like they faded out of one. Then they put a little thing of what I'm sure is a registered sex offender pouring the cream into the
I'm sorry, it's
Tom Carvel machine.
It's Cookie Chick, not Chicky Puss. Okay,
now
you tell me that this is not a true American original.
Oh. Yeah.
Carvel was founded and run by Tom Carvel for its first 60 years. In 1929, Tom Carvel built and began operating a frozen custard trailer. For Memorial Day weekend in 1934, Carvel borrowed $15 from his future wife, Agnes. God, Agnes, that is so...
His future wife.
To buy a load
Agnes.
of... It's like, honey, one day we're going to have a future together. I need $15.
If only I could afford that
Ask him.
$35,000 for that Fudgy the Whale mold.
I know you've been
I
saving...
swear I can make 18 different designs out of it. I just got to get that mold.
I know you've been saving that $15 for college.
Yeah.
Agnes, please, this is for our future together.
Agnes, don't think of me. Think of us. Tom.
To buy a load of frozen custard to sell to holiday vacationers. When the truck suffered a flat tire in Hartsdale, New York, Carvel started selling his custard at the site of the breakdown, the parking lot of a pottery store. No, fuck it. I'm setting up shop. It's like when the people traveling west, their wagon would break down. Just throw the wheel in the front yard and set up shop. Within 2 days, his entire stock, much of it partly melted, had been sold. And Carvel realized they'll fucking buy
Carvel
anything.
invented the term soft serve.
Yeah. That's actually what it was.
God.
During World War II, he ran the ice cream stands at Fort Bragg in North Carolina, gaining additional...
How the fuck does a guy get to run an ice cream stand on a military base?
And he gained additional expertise in refrigeration technology. What the hell is this cold box you got?
Here's the thing.
This can be used for ice cream.
Here's what we need to tell everyone who doesn't know about this.
He invented his own freezer.
What you need to do...
He was the custard king.
You just need to go to Carvel on YouTube, type in Carvel, and literally just the plethora of commercials.
Just
that
live
are on
the
there.
dream.
But mental note for yourself: just keep watching, and just keep noticing. Literally, how many different designs of cakes you see. They're always pushing the cakes. It's very strange in those commercials because you never really see. In the ones on here, at least, you don't see a lot about just the ice cream, but you always see stuff about the cakes. Probably because of the people who put them up there, I'm guessing, because they're the more flashier items. But watch these commercials
and realize that he did new ones constantly.
You see the same shape,
but you have to realize there's probably thousands of these commercials he did. Every season, every day probably had a new commercial.
They didn't.
I'm Tom Carvel. It's Tuesday. Come on down.
They never redid the same thing. It seems like.
No, he was always in there.
Almost as if they were in live time.
It's Friday the 15th. Everybody, come on down to Carvel's. He had a promotional comic book? Oh, this is great. During the 1970s, when dieting and fitness became more popular, Carvel began offering a low-fat frozen dessert called Thinny Thin, and a frozen yogurt product called Lo-Yo.
Good Lord.
Again, he may have been a genius, but my God.
Yeah.
Creativity, not a strong suit.
No. Yeah, no. Here is Sweetie Snyder. I'm going to ask her if she has any remembrances of this. Do you have any knowledge or remembrances of the Carvel ice cream?
Yeah, of course.
What are your remembrances?
It's great. The vanilla was creamy.
Cookie Puss?
No,
Fudgy the Whale?
I don't have
The
those
cakes?
No. Look, I'm here to tell Ken and the TV-going public
There's no TV going public.
that it's time for Dana to go to bed.
Wow.
It's time for sleeping. He's nodding. He's cutting. He's making a cutting vision with his hand.
All right.
Why is that bad?
She's officially removed herself from ever speaking on one of these again.
Come on now.
Little Dana
This is
gotta
my
go
life.
Betty bye.
This is my life. Happy me.
I guess Dana can't play anymore.
Yeah. Well, you think how we are at 1 hour and almost 8 minutes.
Well,
Or 9 minutes.
wow.
Although we will have at least 8 minutes cut.
They don't know about that, Dana.
I know. From that random drug tangent I went on.
He was raging.
When I took that heroin and then immediately came back down.
You have never heard a man scream and cry in the same breath. And you never will, considering that's on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
After we talked him down.
Buy our CD we'll be selling at some point.
The
For
Lost
$30 to
Snydecast.
$40 for lost snippets.
The basement tapes.
That's right.
That.
All right.
Well, this entire Snydecast.
I just want to say I'm proud. One of our longest podcasts in a while. However, and what I'm proud about it is that it's mostly entirely been taken up with Tom Carvel.
In fact, I'd like to dedicate this Snydecast to the memory and legacy of Tom Carvel.
This one is. For reals.
In fact, I would like everyone standing where you are to turn at least 90 degrees right now.
Yeah, exactly.
In memory of Tom
Turn 90
Carvel.
degrees. Okay, your cookie puss. Now, everyone, turn to the left 90 degrees. Now, your Choco Nut, the QB doll. Now turn another 90 degrees. Whoops, now you're Santa Claus.
Another 90.
No. turn that 180. Now you're Cookie Opus. You're back to normal again. But you're just green now instead of the other way.
Tom Carvel, an American original.
That's right.
If anyone has
Whenever
any...
you doubt America or what it can do, look up Tom Carvel. That's all we have to say.
If anyone
we'll leave it on that, won't we?
wants to be warned or afraid of what America can do,
Apparently not.
look up
We will
Tom
not
Carvel.
leave it on that. We will not leave it on that. We will.
If anyone has any access to a Cookie Puss or a Fudgy the Whale that would like to send
Stop.
it into
We're
the
leaving on
SNYDECAST...
such a good note, and you're just.
No, I want to remind people that if they...
Oh, now you want to plug stuff.
I don't want to plug it. I want to see if they have it. They can send it to us. You don't want a Cookie Puss or a Fudgy the Whale?
Yeah.
That's why I was
People will
reminding
send
them.
that anyway. They're savvy enough to know.
You just got to end it on an argumentative note, don't you?
Oh, you do.
I miss you, Tom.
We all miss you, Tom. Fresh.
Oh, boy.